Hey, peace. What's happening, everyone? On our deal with.
Ooh, yeah. Nah, nah, nah.
Suddenly there came a sound from heaven, as of a rushing mighty wind,
Like the rushing of a mighty wind. Like the rushing of a mighty wind. Come and fill our hearts again. Like the rushing of a mighty wind.
Yeah, blessings. Once again, you know the routine. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. All of that helps. So you don't know. Without any further ado, let's get started.
So I was asking, is black race exclusive or is it a culture?
Race exclusive.
Is race exclusive?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the
What does that mean,
people
race
that
exclusive? I'm sorry, what does that mean, race exclusive?
meaning that is race exclusive, meaning black is simply a race, period. That's all it is.
Okay.
Black means anybody of African origin.
Yeah. Yep.
Who can't well, I agree with you. It does mean that. Dex said
So you
black-
can't be a European
No,
or
just hold
a person from Asia and be black.
you could be a race and be anywhere. That don't make no sense.
Now tell me what I said. Tell me what I said.
You said black people didn't have any culture. That's mind boggling to me. I ain't never.
Hold on. I'm about to tell you why I said it. Black people have a culture appropriation. That's what they have. We have
Who culture did we appropriate?
from the African people, the original African people. We are appropriation of that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like we don't specifically have a culture, but I'm saying it's culture appropriation. That's what.
But that contradict the statement. I mean that's a contradictory statement.
No, it's not. No, it's not because
we culturally appropriated. I guess you would say an amalgamation of African traditions.
Yeah.
And then formed a culture. Correct.
Yeah, but it's stemming from a different culture, so that's culture.
So I'll ask you the question again: do black people here in America have a culture? I don't care where it comes from. Do they have a culture?
Yeah, it's called culture
Is
appropriation.
is it exclusive to black people?
I would say yeah. Not really.
Okay,
though.
so that
Not
means
really,
you would
though.
have. So you just basically confirm
but listen,
that it's not race exclusive.
No, but listen. It's a lot of people that do come to America that identify with our culture. So would that be,
I didn't say nothing about that. I'm trying to get I'm trying to walk you down the street.
But listen, would they be excluded from it? No, they're a part of it. So you can't.
I'm gonna ask one more time. Do black people here in America have a culture?
Nope, because they got it from somebody else. That's not their culture.
So you just lied on yourself earlier. So okay, so you've established that black people ain't got no culture here in America. That's fine. I totally disagree, but hey, you entitled to that opinion. If we gonna entertain the fact that black people here in America have a culture, despite whether you believe
our culture is not what you think it is. It's just
I never said what I thought it was. You putting words in my mouth.
No, I'm not.
M20, do you know the definition of a culture or the bulletin points that meets the requirements of a culture?
Food, clothing, traditions, annual traditions, or semi. It don't matter. Things that we've compiled within a generation and took
somebody else.
Every culture got it from. I'm not arguing. Why you keep saying that? I don't understand why you keep saying it.
Because it all come from one. It all come from the first one culture.
Let me ask you for a fourth time. Do black people here in America have a culture?
Not necessarily.
That's why I said
so we don't have a culture.
You don't have your own. You don't have your own language.
Language that ain't exclusive to culture.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is. You could look up You could look up the 8 bulletin points of what define a culture is, and language is literally one of them.
Language is not exclusive to the culture. You can take somebody.
Bro,
we just,
if you look up
bro,
the 8
listen to what
bulletin
I'm saying.
points
Listen to
of
what I am saying, bro.
Of what requirements,
Please listen to what I'm saying.
will meet the
Listen to
requirements
what
of
I
a
am
culture.
saying. Listen to what I'm saying. He just said that you can appropriate and create your own distinctive. We
That's not what I
appropriated English,
said.
bro.
I said culture appropriation is stealing it from somebody else. That's what I said.
Kwame, do you think
Go ahead,
Jamaican Patois is a language?
Yeah,
you think
Jamaican
Jamaican is a
Patois.
language?
Jamaican Patois is definitely a language that distinguishes from English. The morphology, the African loan words will make it distinguished from English, from the set language, according to linguists.
Have you seen where linguists have stated that?
Yeah. I can send you the video.
Provide a source for that?
Huh?
Can you provide a source for that?
Yeah. I could put it in the back.
Jamaican Patois to be a language, like a Patois, it was kind of like a broken English to me, like more of a dialect than a language. So
I mean, the morphology is different. It's just different. It's just different things with Jamaican Patois that's separate from English. But I could provide the source in the back. Give me a second.
Okay. All right. Lessons. Go ahead, MD20. You can finish your conversation.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm not disagreeing with nobody. Y'all trying to make me say something that I'm not trying to say. All I'm saying is every culture gets distinction from other people. That's just what it is. You can't name me a culture that just sprouted out of the ground. It don't work that way.
Actually,
we are social people.
Actually,
golly, bro. Again, English is part of our culture.
Oh, it's not. What are you talking
God.
about? Culture
I've been speaking English all my life. So have my parents. It's part of my culture. I don't know about yours. It's part of mine.
Yeah, they come from the Anglo-Saxon. They didn't come from Black Americans. Yeah,
that
so
wasn't my argument.
Yeah, so it don't meet the requirement of a culture.
Golly, bro. I can't believe we're sitting here saying that it's got to be exclusive to a certain group of. It don't work that way.
I'm going off the definition I'm going off the 8 bulletin point.
I agree with the definition. I agree with the definition. I agree with it. That is not saying that you got to make a language. It don't work that way. I agree with what you said.
Brother, one of the bulletin points is English, is language.
I agree once again. It don't say that you got to create the doggone language. You intertwine it to make a subset of your own distinct thing. Just like you could say Patois did as a subset, just like you could say Gullah Geechee did from the Barrier Island. It's all different. I'm not Gullah Geechee.
So white people culture is black people culture.
I don't live like that, bro. I don't give a damn where it comes from.
They speak.
I don't care, bro. I don't. Again, you trying to again? I don't care, bro. I don't care where it comes from. Through circumstances that I can't control. Through circumstances that I cannot control. That's what happened. It is what it is, bro. I don't think that way. I'm not. I ain't holding my fists up all day long. Black power. That's just what it is.
It says the shared knowledge, beliefs, values, language, customs, behaviors, and material objects. That's why I said we don't got a culture.
Share from who?
Share from the masses of who we are as black people here in America.
I agree. Again, 100% agree.
All black people don't act the same. All black people don't share
correct.
The same.
That's why you have subculture.
No, it's called culture appropriation.
Golly, bro. You understand all black people. Remember we was talking earlier, you said something about a person from New York or LA not the same as a person from the South. Why is that, bro? Because we migrate and take different aspects of a culture and integrate it within our own. This is not a hard concept to understand. I'm trying to figure out like what the problem is.
That would be a subculture in your definition. But what I'm saying is we all as a subculture have gotten a culture from somewhere. That's what I'm saying.
I don't disagree, bro. What are you trying to make me say? Tell me what you're trying to make me say.
But it's not what you saying. It's how you defending your
I'm defending it because it's inevitable. I can't stop it, bro. I can't stop it. That don't mean it's not part of my culture. I'm from the South. My culture ain't the same as somebody from New York. Hip hop, is that my culture?
dude, we all speak English, right?
Please, just, bro. I mean, is hip hop part of my culture?
Yeah.
Based on what? An amalgamation, right?
Language.
Based on Kool Herc creating it, yes, it's your culture.
Right. Based off of amalgamation of different sound that came from where? The South. But you'll hear a lot of New York people say hip hop not part of my culture. It's a teeter-totter type situation where you not understand the intricacy.
It's a New York, hip hop was created in New York, it wasn't created down south.
I agree. You're not gonna get no argument from me. So when we talking about subset,
And if it was created,
subset in amalgamation?
And if it was created by Caribbean, would hip hop be now considered Caribbean culture
I wouldn't
too?
care because I don't do stuff like that. I don't care. So
Okay.
again, bro, you're trying to make me say something. I'm not gonna say it, bro.
I'm just asking.
But he's asking a logical question. He's saying if it was, would it be Jamaican culture?
If it's integrated within Black society here in America, yes, it would be considered Black culture.
Yeah, it's not. He's not asking a guy.
But just because it's created from a Jamaican, that don't make it exclusive Jamaican or American. It was created here. So I mean, again, we talking. It's not necessarily about who sprouted what. It's where it got sprouted from, and what circumstances made it sprout. That's culture.
I'm glad you're agreeing with me, but you seem.
I've been agreeing with you the whole time. You've been trying to start an argument that I've never started.
No, I didn't try to start an argument.
But what I'm saying, and that goes back to my point, race exclusive. You're talking about race exclusive.
I gave it its proper context.
That's fine.
It's called culture appropriation.
Whatever you want to call it, bro, at this point, I don't care. But what I'm telling you is, it's not race exclusive. We understand the history behind scientific racism and all. Hell, even going far back as, say, 7th century with the Islam conquest. Black been around. But what I'm saying is, us here in America, now this you can't deny. We're the only people here that distinctively identified a culture, whether it's amalgamated or it's sprouted out, again, irrelevant to the point.
So
where we identified our culture simply based on the confines in which we were identified here in America, which was Black. Thus, you have Black America. We can't call ourselves nothing else. I mean, that's just what it is. I'm talking about culture.
So are Black Americans the only people that was called Black? Are Black Americans the only people that was called Black or identify themselves as Black?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said cultural identifier. That's what I said. I just everybody around the world, and it's not even what we identify. It's what other people identified us as. That's a moot point.
See, the fact is that Black, the term Black didn't just exist in America.
I just said that. Literally just said that.
I know it existed in Africa before anywhere else. That's the point. The fact of the matter.
Give me an example. Now in the back chat you said Kemet, which I think is false.
No,
it's not
that's
false. Been debunked.
Kim means directly Black. Dude, you can look this up. I'm not making this up. You can look it up.
Black in the context of what?
What do you mean? It's just Black. That's what it means. Kim. It's a language.
What's for even to this day? What's fertile soil called? Which was pretty much the best fertile soil in Africa, point blank. Period. What is it called? Even to this day.
Kemet, the land of the Black. What are you talking about?
So are we talking about skin tone, or are we talking about the fertility of the land?
We're not just talking about the fertility of the land. We're talking about overall. The God.
I don't know what overall means.
I mean, God-like image. God-like image. I hate using the word God because it just like it puts it in the Western mindset. But that's how I could relate a message to you.
Hey, on that point, bro, you got it. I don't even
M20. Are you trying to say that Black is exclusive to Black Americans?
No, I'm saying Black is exclusive to Sub-Saharan Africa.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not, because people all over the world claim to be black. So what are you talking
It's
about?
exclusive to sub-Saharan. Like I said, I don't even want to get into the argument. That just is what it is. But
you keep saying that you're agreeing with us, but you disagreeing with us.
I disagree with you on that point wholeheartedly. But again, I don't want to get into the argument. We ain't talking about that right now. What I'm saying is, you cannot name a culture. Now, culture, we talking about the culture identifies the people that came up with the culture. Black is the only people here in America that identify the culture as they represented themselves. That's just what it is. I'm not saying that you can't call yourself black. Of course, you black in the eyes of the oppressor, first and foremost. So let's get it.
Are we black in your eyes? We don't care about what the white man said. We talking about you.
Yeah, you're black.
So what do you really disagree with?
As a cultural
I don't understand anything you're
identifier,
trying to say.
as a cultural identifier, no.
Explain. You just said black is exclusive to sub-Saharan Africa. Now you're saying black is exclusive to Black America. So I'm kind of confused.
Culturally.
Culturally, like what?
Like meaning the culture was founded upon the identification of black.
What part of the culture is what he's asking?
It wasn't number one part where we came from the slave ships onto the hells of North America in the South.
What did they bring
in the South?
Did they bring the beliefs, values?
You don't have to bring nothing, bro. Do you understand? I can go in the woods right now with my family and another family and come up with mores and ways of living in the wood, stuff that I already had before I went into the wood, and create a whole new culture, babe. You understand that, right?
I agree. And me and American.
So what are we talking about?
Yesterday, he just had this conversation yesterday with us, and that's what I was just saying to him.
All I'm saying is that culture that was created is identified based on the people, which is black. It is no other name.
But you're not getting his question. Ask it again.
And I said culturally, no.
You just said black is sub-Saharan African. Now you're saying that black is exclusive to Black Americans. So
I didn't say exclusive. I didn't say that.
Okay, so can you reiterate what you just said then?
I'm saying that you are looked at in the eyes of the world as a black man. No question about it. Culturally speaking, what are you? Let me ask you, culturally, what are you?
I'm an African.
Okay, there you go. You just answered my question. So culturally, no, you're not black.
Well, what are you talking about? Black is synonymous with African. It's used interchangeably.
Again,
that's why on the census record it say black / African American. That's why on the census record. That's why on the census record it says African American / black, because it's used synonymous.
If I go to the
no
Yoruba
different
right
than
now,
European or white. It's used synonymous.
If I go to the Yoruba right now in Ghana and I ask them, hey, what's this culture called? What are they gonna tell me?
Probably the Yoruba traditions.
Okay, cool. If I go to
but African or black is amalgamation of different tribes and ethnic groups, just like white or European.
Again, I'm talking about the identification of a culture. That's all I'm talking about. Nothing else. The identification of a culture, just one. Not all, just one. The only one that has that same identification as the people through racial, scientific racism, black, is the Black American. You can't deny it.
Okay, so when they say Haitians are the first black nation, first black republic out of slavery, are they talking about Americans?
I would say cool. I will ask them, hey, Haitian brother, what you call your culture? And what would they say?
I don't know. I'm not Haitian, so I wouldn't know what.
I give you a hint. It ain't black.
I mean, how would you know? Are you Haitian?
Bro, come on.
Are you an expert on Haitian culture and?
Come on, my guy. Again, I'm gonna say it one more time.
But you're speaking for 12 million. You're speaking for 12 million people.
The only black
you're not an
or
expert,
African
so I'm trying to understand
in the whole world that is identified under blackness is the Black American culture. I mean, and until
That's
you
not
show me
true.
otherwise, that's what I'm gonna run with.
That's not true.
Well, I just gave you an example
show me
of
otherwise.
what they refer to Haiti as, the first black republic.
I didn't ask you what they referred to them. I asked you what they consider their culture.
Yeah, they
How
consider
do
themselves
how
black.
do they identify that? How do they identify?
They
their
identify as black, just like I'm a Jamaican. We identify as black.
culture? Okay. Until you show me proof on that, I'm gonna just say you're right.
Dude, he's
and I'm gonna concede.
What are you talking, bro? I'm literally telling you I identify as black, and you're telling me something. You're disagreeing with what I'm saying.
So I would agree with you if you were an individualistic person in that matter. I don't believe you are, but if you were talking about it in that aspect, yeah. I'm talking about what
I would believe the
say.
consensus of Jamaicans will identify as black. American Dream, you're Jamaican, right? Do you identify as black or African?
I didn't ask him if he identified. I said the culture. See, again,
Yes.
you're mixing it up.
The culture is black.
What's my Jamaican friend, American Dream? What do y'all call the culture on the island of Jamaica?
I think he's doing something right now.
Oh, okay. Like I said,
Yeah, I am doing
and
something,
I'm
but
not
I
claiming to
can
be no
answer.
expert.
Can you hear
I'm
me?
not claiming to be no expert on it, but I'm saying I've never heard.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh,
Can you
my
hear me?
bad. Yeah, I hear you now. My bad.
Yeah, so I am in the middle of something, but I can answer the questions real quick. Kwame, yes, I consider myself black, given the definition of what black is, and the definition of what African is. Yeah, the only thing I identify as, though, is American. But the same way I'm 5 foot whatever, and the same way I weigh what I describe myself as weighing whatever I weigh. It's the same way I say I'm black or African. But in terms of an identifier, I'm American.
Well,
In
okay.
terms
I
of
mean,
my
yeah.
culture, in terms of my culture, like I have an American. My culture is American because this is where I live. I think culture is tied to your nationality or your location.
Oh,
You cannot separate culture from a location. So in my view, there's no black culture because the culture of Africa is different everywhere. So I don't see this idea of a culture being tied to your race. I think culture is tied to your location or where you live or where you are. And I've been living in America for so long. My culture would have to be an American culture.
so parts of that I 100% agree. You can tie it to a nationality. America is an exception though, because again, that melting pot situation. That
So-
don't take away from the distinction of the different subsets of quote unquote American culture.
So
One of those subsets is Black American.
So is English American?
And then you got
Is
Go
English
ahead.
black culture? Is English black culture?
yeah.
How?
So is Creole, so is Gullah,
Explain.
because we use certain we use the general language of English and created our own distinction in the English language.
So
Like you ain't learned well y'all. I don't know how old y'all is. Maybe I'm older.
Ebonics.
You know what's a thing called Ebonics? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's culture, bro. That's culture. It don't matter if it comes from somebody else or not.
But is
When
it
you take
black-
something
is
and
it
make it
black
your own,
culture? But no, the question is it black culture? Because
Yes.
if we didn't create the English language, then and it's not
it don't matter who created it, bro. I
It
just
do.
gave the analogy of going in the woods. Just gave the analogy, bro.
Yeah, let me just say this. Let me just say this real quick, if y'all don't mind. I've always looked at Jamaican patois as a form of Ebonics. So, if American blacks don't have a culture because they speak Ebonics or they don't have their own culture, then I'm not sure what that says about. Well, that would say the same thing about Jamaica, because I don't think Jamaica has what can be classified as a distinct language. I think it's just a dialect. Most Jamaican patois words is just a broken English or a broken something. And I don't think that qualifies as a language in and of itself. So I'm
American
not
Dream
gonna
is
say-
Duppy an Anglo-Saxon word?
Is Duppy an Anglo-Saxon word? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's an Anglo-Saxon or if it goes back to Africa somewhere.
What
But
about
somehow I
Abia?
think it's some form of broken something. Well,
Duppy
again,
come.
I
Duppy
mean,
come.
I don't think
that shouldn't
I
even
don't
matter.
think just I don't think just these one-off words, Kwame, makes a language. I think a language is deeper than just having a one-off word where you're the only one that says that word. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you can find that in Ebonics as well.
But also morphology, like Medea and certain terms that we say is not. It's not like it's not English. The morphology is not the same as the English.
Yeah, I mean, it at the end of the day, it don't matter, bro. I don't care who you go to. Europe been doing this for millennia, bro. That you think they just sprouted up out of the caves and just start doing it? No, bro. No, I mean they've been every which way, north, south, east, and west in Europe, creating culture based off things from the past. That's been. It don't matter. Culture is what you make of it as the totality of the ethnic group. It don't matter where you got it from. I mean, that's asinine to think that. Like we just supposed to be some primordial type people coming up with stuff. I don't think it worked that way. But you know, it is what it is.
That's why I keep saying cultural appropriation.
If that's what you want to call it, bro. At this point, it is what. All I know is the ethnic group in it of itself is distinct, with amalgamation of different things that were taken, whether sought or unsought.
Okay, I got a deeper question. So, what is the distinction from African American and Jamaican American?
In what in what context?
In every context. Just name.
Well, culturally we different.
But I'm saying how? Like, just name a bunch of.
What do
things.
you mean how? We just talked about language. We got our own form of English. Y'all got your own form of English. But like I said, I don't know nothing about no Jamaican. I grew up with either black or white. Y'all people got that. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying Jamaicans don't speak English? Is what you're saying?
Yes, but again, we're talking about a globalized society. Globalized society.
No, that's
just because you speak English, but you speak another language, you're gonna distinct between the two, correct? Based on upbringing, situation, or whatever. If you come over here and then you speak the correct, I guess you would say the quote unquote correct American English terminologies and vernacular, you doing that based off a reason. But when you go home and you get in the recliner, you're gonna go back to patois. I guess, I don't know. So you're making distinctions based on commercial reasons or whatever the situation may be. Understand that you're in a globalized society. Ain't nothing gonna change that. That's a fact. But culturally, you are distinct.
But I'm asking you how. You're not really giving me a
language, food, clothing.
But all the
different
things
styles,
but all the things you're naming, you're misidentifying my question by saying cold.
How is that a misidentification? How?
Because you're making it seem as if Jamaicans don't eat the same food that we eat. That they don't talk.
That don't mean it's my culture.
No,
I'll take a beef patty or two. It ain't my damn culture.
But you just said
that don't mean I can't. That don't mean that I can't indulge in the culture. That's crazy.
But you just see, this is the one-dimensional thinking. When you say something is culture, we thinking like as if we can't be a part of it because we're not.
Nobody ever said that.
That's what you just said. You just said I could eat a bean. I could eat a
but it's not my culture,
and it's not your culture.
Meaning that my lineage didn't help to sprout these things that I'm indulging in now.
So you don't claim to be black.
What the hell? Bro, again, culturally speaking, there's a distinction. We are the only people
What is the
from a
distinction?
cultural?
What is the distinction? You keep saying food, all this, but
I mean, you said you Black American, right?
I don't.
I feel like you playing games with me.
I'm not.
Who raised you, man?
I'm not playing.
Who raised you, bro?
But see, look. American Dream does this to me all the time, and now
did mama raise you?
Yeah. No, my dad did actually.
Oh, okay, all right.
But no, I'm being serious. Like when I say this, when you make a claim saying that Black culture is language and this and this and that, and then I ask, so if you eat a Jamaican beef patty, are you a part of Black culture? And then you say no, it's distinct. It's distinct. How is it distinct?
The beef patty is distinct. The beef. Now, let's focus on the beef patty. The beef patty is distinct to Jamaican culture. That's just what it is. My mama, my grandma, they ain't make no beef patty. We ain't know nothing about no beef patty until the Jamaicans came to Georgia. When the Jamaicans came to Georgia, we discovered the beef patty, which was delicious. We said, damn, these Jamaicans make some good food. Distinction. The Jamaican food, the beef patty, is distinct to Jamaica. Jamaicans.
So if I eat a beef patty, I'm Jamaican, is what you saying?
Bro, that's like you playing with me, man. You playing with me, bro.
I'm asking you an honest question. This is what you're saying.
No, that does not make you Jamaican. No, it doesn't. So but that don't mean that you can't make the Jamaican beef. You can make the Jamaican beef patty yourself.
Then I'm practicing the culture, right?
If you want to say practice, that's fine. But it's not your culture.
But I'm practicing. This is my culture. If I'm making it.
Again, it's not your culture, bro. Okay. Now, I mean, this is crazy that we having this discussion. I ain't never heard nothing like this before.
It's no oneness. It's always supposed to be a oneness, but it's no oneness in today's culture. That's the problem. I mean, we want to misidentify with what is ours. We want to nitpick at what's ours. All of it's ours.
The beef patty ain't mine. How can the beef patty be mine if I never discovered the beef patty until the Jamaicans showed me the beef patty?
It's Black culture.
I don't think it worked like that, bro.
That. We don't see each other as our own.
M20, what's the definition of Black?
What's the definition of Black?
Yeah.
Well, per scientific racism, again, like I told you, sub-Saharan Africa.
What you mean scientific racism?
Well, that's where the originality of the term comes from in America.
I'm just asking, what is the definition of Black?
I just told
according to the Census Bureau, according to the Oxford Dictionary,
according to
Cambridge.
The Census Bureau, black means a person from Africa, according to the Census Bureau.
Okay, so what is the Oxford or the Cambridge definition of Black?
I ain't got that in front of me, bro. I'm in my truck, man. It's
basically the same thing. So what separates Jamaicans from or Black people, Black Americans, if we all Black?
Culture.
But see, that's the problem that you making, man. You making a distinction amongst people.
I ain't got no choice but to make a distinction.
No, but we're all the same. That's
hang on, Dex. Hang on. Can y'all hear me good? Am I low?
No, you good.
Dex, let me, because I'm trying to figure out exactly what y'all are disagreeing with him about. He seems to be clear on what he's saying.
I mean, I can't get no clear.
Yeah, we're all Black, and what separates us is our culture, and our culture is determined by where we're from, our location on the planet. But we're all Black people. We all share the same color. But again,
Go ahead.
And again, let me just say that's why I don't like the term Black culture, because Jamaican culture is different from American culture. Jamaican culture is different from Ghanaian culture. Like, we all have different cultures. So to say my culture is Black culture, the first question I would ask is which one? Jamaican, Ghanaian?
That's what I was saying.
Well, American Dream, I would say this. It's nice to have that option to neglect the identity of Black culture. I don't have that option. Because I was born, it's like Bane in The Dark Knight, bro. Y'all merely adopted. I was born in it. So I don't have the option to negate. Now, if you look at my logo,
No, hold
You
on.
see, I got
I don't see. Hold on. I don't see the difference. Like you're the same way a Jamaican, a black person in Jamaica, they're black and they have a Jamaican culture. You're black and you have an American culture. Like, what is the difference? Like, what are you missing? What
the
disadvantage are you
difference
at?
is American. It's easy to say American culture. It's easy to say that. It sounds nice, but again, America is the exception. We all know this. The distinctions
How?
take hold, ethnically speaking, racially speaking.
But there are distinctions
class
in Jamaica as well. There all of that exists in Jamaica as well. There are different races in Jamaica.
Not under the extreme guise of white supremacy that we had here in United States of America. You know that.
No, listen, no, hold on. If I've been speaking about reparations here for a good while now, and one of the things we know is that in Jamaica they're fighting against colonialism. And that's their version of white supremacy. Whites, like their reparations claim, as certainly as your reparations claim is about white supremacy and systemic racism.
No, it's not.
No, systemic racism is a part of your claim.
Not a part of my claim, it ain't.
Okay.
Earlier, I told you what the
systemic racism is a part of the FBA and ADOS claim
FBA,
for.
So, yeah,
okay, but it is a part of the HR 40 claim for reparations. Right, and colonialism is a part of the Caribbean claim for reparations and the African claim as well. Colonialism is their version of white supremacy.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Fine.
Because the same thing you guys complain about with white supremacy and systemic racism is the same thing they say about colonialism. It's the same exact thing.
Okay, that's cool, and I concede to that point. What I would argue and say is the beast within itself, the United States, nothing was like it. Now, when it comes to reparations, again, like I said earlier when I was on, I don't claim reparations based off systemic racism and white supremacy. That's not me. I said legislation was put forth in order to give us our distinct claim for reparations, which was Civil Rights Act 1864, Freedmen's Bureau Act 1865. That's just me. Now, an argument can be made and you can have a debate on that. But when I'm saying what we had to take hold of as an American culture, which I agree with, it is an American culture, but the distinctions are put in place based on the certain situation that we were put through under the guise of said systemic racism and white supremacy.
Dude,
that's just what we didn't have a choice.
You're arguing with a mirror at this point because
you're right.
He just but he just simply said it's already distinct amongst the countries. American.
That's BS. It's not distinct amongst the countries. How can it be distinct? We're talking about the United States of America. All these different people.
You can't say you have black culture in America when it's black culture everywhere too.
Who's calling it black culture is what I'm saying. What historically, how was it identified? Was it identified as black culture historically? Just be honest.
Yep.
Oh my God. It wasn't, man. It wasn't.
He just gave you an example. He just said Haiti being black people.
I don't disagree with them being black. How did they identify
Haiti is called the first black republic to free themselves out of slavery.
How did they identify the culture? I mean, what are we talking about?
That's what we're telling you. We're telling you it's specifically identified by country, not by blackness. You know what
Haitian.
I'm saying?
Okay, Haitian. So you saying country by country is Haitian, Jamaican, American, Ghanaian, Nigerian?
Yes, that is.
I'm saying through. So you don't even agree with that. So I don't even know why you're trying to make a point. What I'm saying is the subsets of America. We're talking about specifically America. The subset. We are the only subset of the quote unquote American culture to identify under the guise of the scientific racial term black. We're the only ones.
But that's in America.
And I'm not even saying that we did it ourselves. It was put upon us. We just ran with it all this time.
But listen, you're saying only in America. What we're saying is it's everywhere else too. They do it everywhere else too.
So other black people in other countries are calling their culture black.
Thank you. Good question. Yes, that's the answer. Yes.
Like, again, you're gonna have to prove it.
Dude,
because I ain't seen it.
He just proved it to you. He just said.
Telling me a black republic is not. Go ahead.
Have you ever listened to? Do you listen to reggae?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, if you listen to reggae,
but I know Saul King David was a black. I know about all that stuff.
Yeah, Sizzler got a song called Black Woman. Sizzler got a song called Black Woman and Child. Like it's all over our music, bro, and you can tell from our music that we identify as black.
Identify as black.
Yeah.
What do you identify your culture as?
The culture is Jamaican culture. But we identify as black people, and by black people we mean we have African ancestry.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'll leave it at this. Because like I said, we done did like 1,000 circles. If you go up to a black American at anywhere on any block, you can go out on your stoop right now and stop them. Hey, black man. What do you call your culture? Black American now. You know what they're gonna say. You know what they're gonna say. Whereas if you ask
what's the answer to that question? What are they gonna say?
They're gonna say black.
Black, okay. Just so we're on the same page. Go ahead.
Right. Whereas just not even consciously but subconsciously, if you ask any other person of immigrant African descent, Caribbean, whatever the situation may, subconscious, if you ask them, they gonna give the distinction based on nationality, just like Dick said. But but if you notice though, I think white Americans don't say their culture is white culture. They say their culture is American culture. They say
it's right. No, because there are Americans, there are white Americans, the same way there are black Americans who don't have ancestry in the Caribbean or claim to not have ancestry in Africa. There are white Americans who don't necessarily see themselves as Irish American or Welsh. They just see themselves as Americans. They've been here so long. They just see themselves as just straight American. And if you ask them, what's your culture? They're not going to say white culture. They're going to say American culture. And it's the same way. Yeah, that's a fact. And I think, black people are less prone to do that. But I think the reason that is because it's kind of like black people are finding it really hard to be patriotic and to hold on to that, to America. Because of the legacy of slavery, black people would rather say they have a black culture than an American culture because they want to distance themselves from America. In a sense, they're not as. I think. Right. Yeah. I'm glad you don't. But I think that's the main difference. White folks are very patriotic. That's why they say they have an American culture, and that's more correct. And black people too have an American culture, but they would rather call it a black culture. But you know what I mean? It's not as if you say you have an American culture, that means you have a white culture, because American culture, the same way Jamaican culture has pockets of just different types of things happening. There's the Rastafarian culture that's different from that certain type of dance hall culture that goes on. The same way there are differences, the same way different locations in Jamaica create different local cultures. It's the same way in America, there are different local cultures, but they're still all American cultures. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I don't see why black Americans, I do see why black Americans would rather say they have a black culture than an American culture, but simply because they don't love their country.
I want you to listen very, very carefully.
Tell the youth them to be strong. You can't tell the youth them to preach wrongs. While you try it on these lands, just remember every man is equal. Yeah. Each one teach one, and a Father God, him a the only done. So make we reason, smoke trees, span the ends, all the deep meds. Take a look at life, and don't close your eyes. Sometimes things happen and it's no surprise. And I just so it go, so it go, so it go, so it go. It's a government no have no heart, them no care about poor people. Yeah, bigger heads no love people again. Them more sad than Hitler them. Me see friends now reason again. Vex through whistle a blame. More time it hurt me to see how the face deal with the eagle of them. Regular me see it a pain. Regular me see it a pain. Take a look at life and don't close your eyes. Sometimes things happen and it's no surprise. And I just so it go, so it go, so it go, so it go. It's a government no have no heart, them no care about poor people. Social commentary. Drop the one, your principle, you don't know. The global will come and do it. Some people life every day, it's stress. The high price from JPS, that topic is currently. Jah alone, him a go help you. We need food, cause we no healthy. We are feel the pain, beg you protect we. In our life, we have no fenve. Take a look at life, and don't close your eyes. Sometimes things happen, and it's no surprise. And I just so it go, so it go, so it go, so it go. It's a government no have no heart, them no care about poor people.